Hello and greetings to all. This video is a little out there, and a lot of people might, at this point, categorize me as some sort of crazy conspiracy theorist. But I like to dig deep, as we all should. As we all should be questioning anything, especially whenever an identity is given to us to assimilate at all costs. You can't question anything. You are simply to take this identity upon yourself. In this case, an American, a Chicano, a Mexican American, a Latino, Hispanic, whatever. It gives us some sort of identity crisis because I'm supposed to be a Latino and a Hispanic, which means that I'm supposed to aspire to be whiter, possibly marry a whiter maid in order to bring forth whiter posterity. But then at the same time, I'm also brown, I'm also Chicano, I'm also, the product of immigrants. So it kind of tears us apart. So at that point, what do? You question everything that is handed to you. You question it. And that is exactly what I explore in my book, Reconstructing a Brown Identity. Yes, this is yet another opportunity to promote that because I pretty much dissect identity as it was handed down to me all these years. And I pretty much realized how fallacious it is. But now into the nitty gritty of the video. There is a very strong symbology of white womanhood and white supremacy that is encapsulated, personified by this white woman, which is made manifest through several symbols. We're going to consider a wide variety of them. I love a movie that is called La Otra Conquista, The Other Conquest, that explores, of course, the arrival of the Spaniards. A lot of people compare it to Apocalypto, but for the Aztecs rather than the Mayans. And in this movie, at one point, they're having some sort of ritual, and there is a statue, an effigy of the Earthen Mother, Tlali, Tonantzin Tlali. Now, what the Spaniards do, they consider this grotesque and idolatrous. They tear down the statue, and the adherents of this particular Earth goddess, so to speak, are seeing the statue crumble down. So once the statue of Tonantzin Tlali, the Aztec Mother Goddess, which pretty much just symbolizes the Earth, we're going to discuss that, and I have discussed that before as well. They install a statue of Mary. So pretty much, let's review that a bit further. They are demolishing the indigenous Mother Goddess in order to replace her with a white Marian European Mother Goddess. So pretty much what I take from that is idolatry is only right when it is done by white people. There is that, symbology. Mary pretty much is a spiritual aspect, and in reality she channels a lot of the ancient European goddesses and matrons, Diana and whatnot. She is that vessel that connects us to the idolatrous pagan past of the Europeans. There is also the white angel of manifest destiny. I really want to focus on what she embodies, so I'm going to discuss that in videos to come because it is a very strong iconography. Just open up Google or whatever search engine you utilize and type in manifest destiny angel, and she is a white woman that is moving westward as she is promoting the westward expansion of whites, subjugation of the native original inhabitants. There is her, and there is also the Statue of Liberty, Statue of Liberty, that my brother and I have been recently discussing. I shared something on Facebook. The remarkable thing about the Statue of Liberty, a gift of the French. I don't know. I don't want to feed into the conspiracy of the Freemasons, but she was constructed by a French Freemason. I can't think of the name right now. I think it starts with a B. And she is very strong in resemblance with an ancient Babylonian rendition of Ishtar, who is called Libertas. I don't speak Latin, so I hope that's close enough. And rather than promote the liberty, the freedoms that we as Americans have, she actually promotes carnal liberty and freedom, pretty much doing whatever pleases you. And when I read that, I said, that's modern America. We don't eat veggies because we rather eat honey buns and cinnamon rolls and microwave food because they taste good. Yummy. McDonald's is fast and easy and delicious. So we're not going to eat vegetables, even though vegetables and fruits are good for you because that's what we're supposed to eat. We're going to eat unhealthy and easily accessible comestibles. I want to drink alcohol. I know it's bad for me, but you know what? It feels good, so I'm gonna imbibe. That's pretty much the spirit that we have. As modern day Americans, very low level of discipline. So she is also a very strong figure. It's kind of like a trinity so far. But the image of the white woman has been ingrained in our heads from a very young age through these images. We're looking through the history book. Now, we have a very low degree of care because who cares about history, It's usually the least favorite subjects along with math and science, particularly to yours truly. Well, I actually liked history because I like to learn about stuff, particularly historical stuff from a very young age. But we're looking at these images and we see the white angel of manifest destiny, how it was mandated by God for the Europeans to expand westward. And we start to see, wow, it subconsciously we're taking it in to where the image of a white woman begins to symbolize a paradigm of beauty, of perfection. The Statue of Liberty is a white lady. Mary is a white woman. So we're also going to discuss the male figures because I think that the male figures are the stronger ones. Jehovah, who resembles Zeus in a lot of these paintings. A white man with a white woolly beard. Jesus, Cesar Borgia, there's a lot of very strong white masculine images, but through this particular series, we're going to explore the white women because I see a lot of brown brothers and men of color going after these women, and I hear the way they praise them like it's the ultimate achievement for a brown person to have his ivory statue of, kind of like an accomplishment. You made it to the U.S., now get you a white girlfriend or wife, and you are fulfilled. I see this way too much, but we're going to discuss this conversation further because I like to keep these videos short and sweet.